It continues with the loading. We create a new load case by clicking the new load case icon. In the new window, we see all our existing load cases in the column to the left. In the load case description, we enter the desired load case or simply select the desired one from the list. In this case, the action category is automatically adjusted to the load case. The first load case is the self-weight. We create a new load case, and this time we select payload from the list. We check if the self-weight box is actually deselected, otherwise it will be calculated twice. The third and last load case for now is win. Under calculation parameters, we could set additional options and the type of calculation, but this is not necessary at the moment. In order to apply the just created load cases as unfavorably as possible, for example for the ultimate limit state, load combinations must be created. Since we initially deactivated this option in the general data window, now we have to create them manually. To do this, we click Create New Load Combination. We do not necessarily have to enter a description. We transfer all load cases for the combination to the right column. To do this, we simply click one and then apply it to all load cases. The factors are automatically transferred by RFEM according to the action category. The last tab in this window contains result combinations. The difference from the load combinations is that a result combination can contain several load combinations. They are then superimposed to obtain maximum or minimum results of the calculation, for example. Since we only have one load combination in this course and therefore only one result combination, we skip this for now. Now we put loads on our building. We first select the load case in which the load should act, for example the self-weight. We click the new surface load icon and we can already see the properties of the load in the new window. The self-weight is a force, acts uniformly over the entire surface, and in the direction of the global z-axis. The load size is 1 kN per square meter. Now we can see from the modified pointer that we have to select the surfaces to apply the surface load. Here again, a specific view, for example against the Y direction, helps us to select all plates quickly. We don't need the grid at the moment, so we hide it to see the loads better. For the self-weight on the top chords of the trusses, we click on New Member Load and not on New Line Load because the line load refers to surfaces. We leave everything at the default settings, set the load to 2.5 kN per meter and insert it on the trusses. We go to the load case Wind and click on New Line Load because the wind load loads our plates laterally. This time, however, we click on the reference length projection in X and enter the load 2 kN per meter. We click the sides of the plates where the wind can attack. Now, you can finally add the effective load of 2 kilonewtons per meter to all 3 floors as shown above. Good luck!